Welcome everyone, welcome. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever it is where you're watching us from now. Welcome to another Sports Frenzy podcast, another episode of our show. And tonight, as you can see, is designated as a track and field show. We just talk about track and field tonight because we have set out this week as to the topics that will be discussed. So tonight will be centering around track and field and that obviously a man that, as I mentioned before, he had talent, but that man never know what to do with his talent. So the man ended up turning a cruff. I'm talking about the voice that man can't do any track and field anymore, but he'll be here shortly. And tonight we have a first time on the show. Let me just bring him on. France, welcome, France. Welcome.
No, brother.
Yeah, man. Just a look across by track and field circuit and see a lot of happenings going on. But
Yeah.
as I mentioned, and I think you probably heard it. I always tell this
Mm.
youth that he had the potential as well, now, but this man never have the mindset to carry on. This fella called Kebs.
Well, I mean, that go for me too. I guess people would have said that about me as well. I have to
See, I
own up
tell
to
me
part
say
of
all
that,
of
you
that
know.
part in the same boat. Sure knows.
Yeah. My generation a little bit ahead of you, so, it's so much green on my beard out, It's at that point in time, we never really see the money in it. You understand? I
No,
was
no,
I
no.
was I was prior to the boom of the whole money aspect of this thing. Not
Understandable.
an excuse, but a fact.
Yeah. Adlan, big up yourself, family, and for everybody that is going to join the podcast, welcome and welcome. So,
Absolutely.
a lot of action has taken place. I mean, the other day we saw Diamond League, 200-meter, much anticipated, stacked field and all of that. We're talking about Elaine Thompson-Herah, Shericka Jackson, Dina Asher-Smith, um, Shaunae Miller-Uibo, Alison
Mm.
Felix on her last run.
Farewell tour.
That's it. That's the word I was looking for. So she's on a farewell tour and she just showed up. I mean, she has nothing to prove right now. She just can go around to a meet if she want to. I mean, personally for me, I wish she would just sit back and just enjoy the sports now. But this says she want to do a farewell tour, so hey, enjoy it. But
Yeah.
stock field, initially when you saw the field, what went through your mind? Do you think that Elaine would have gotten the victory, or you thought that Shericka was in better shape in the 200 to get the victory over her?
I mean, I thought Shericka would have had it. Just based off of who she is, body of work thus far, and just the general way in which Ilian has approached the seasons recently, where it leaves a lot of speculation going into the championship. I think she is part of her whole deal where she likes being an underdog. So if you really check it for the past few seasons going into the championships, everybody is questioning whether or not she's fast enough, whether or not she hurt, whether or not all of these things. And I think she thrives off of that. I don't know if it is a part of her training program, but Sharika is stronger, has been stronger, based off of the 400 background. So the top end speed is always going to be there. But I mean, at this point right now, Ilian would have normally had a couple more 200s under her belt. And I think this is what number two of this caliber.
Yeah.
It's just not time.
But question based on how you have seen Shericka progress this season, do you think that she have the wherewithal in terms of championship caliber to actually win the world championship come further down July, August?
In which event?
200, man. We're not talking about the 100, man.
Well, the 200, yeah. I mean, if Ilian slips, she slide. Put it that way. Um,
Mhm.
what everybody's looking at now, obviously, is Abby. Abby is run at the
Steiner.
NCAA's. Yeah. It is what it is. Remember, recently, what's her name? Gabby
Yeah.
Thomas
Mhm.
coming out of the US trials last year. Now you expected big things, and it went when they want to call it a flutter, but nonetheless, it is the same kind of thing coming into this one. But I think Shericka has the chops. Um, she she has, as I said, the strength background, but
Mhm.
she has a little dog in her that most underdogs or most people who, think that people don't give them enough credit or not seeing what they wake up and see every morning. She has that it factor where irrespective of who she run against, and I think being familiar with them, training at MVP as well, kind of gave her that sense of comfort nonetheless. But she wants to be the top dog, and she
Yeah.
has that fight in her. So going into a situation like this, I mean, I was gonna say if you slip, you're gonna lose it. And I think she's always ready. That's the worst thing with her. You know what I mean?
So, all right. I have a follow up question to that, but I just want to get into people. Shakes, big up Kish. But before I get to Shakes' question, Kish, respect, man. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. Last night was good on football GPS. Had a good time. Respect same way, Shakes. Big up. But Shakes is saying that people laughed at me last year when I said Shericka can become the world record holder in the 200 meter. Would you stretch it to there? I think that too much weight on her shoulders to carry.
Um, for to accomplish that,
Yeah, in terms of the world record, because I mean, it's no mean time to actually get to. This is a big, big time to actually get.
well, I mean, let me tell you something. I- If you're once you're in the camp with MVP as a female, right? Once you're in the camp as a female, I don't care if it is Paul, I don't care if it's Steve. Once you're in a camp, then to me, I think them have the key or the secret behind making world beaters,
Mhm.
as well as them have a system and a plan year in year out to achieve whatever it is that they want to achieve. So if it is a case where that is a collective goal, I will give it to her that she's the one that can actually get there. For the
Oh,
100, I give it to Ilian.
whoa! All right, voice. As I mentioned, I gave you a proper introduction. I said that you're a decent sprinter, but you're not trained bug. But what I want to ask you though, fam, is that Shakes
Uh,
just mentioned in the comment section that he actually thinks that Shericka, based on her body structure and all of that, can actually get to the 200-meter world record. Do you think he's reaching?
Um, I mean, I guess I can't write her off based on, and I think I came in when France was talking. But I don't think I can write her off based on coaching that she have, and if you know anything about MVP and as friends say, whether it be Steven or Paul, I just believe that they feel like they have a point to prove, right? And they feel like, especially when Elaine leave, I believe they want to show that they can build athletes. But my worry about Shericka will always be her mental space, right? Not the talent. I know that she have the talent, but does she have the mental space? Does she have the mental makeup in order to go out there and execute a race, to perfection, in order to get that world record? Because listen, and we can say, oh, every athlete make mistakes, but that mistake that she made in that 200 meters, I don't know. Probably it's recency bias, probably is alien bias may have, but I just can't let go that out of my head. That no matter what level, high school, prep school, primary school, you can't go there and execute a race like that on the big stage. So that,
eh,
huh?
just how far I don't think this podcast are going. I think MVP I watch it.
Anything possible enough,
Huh?
Ah,
anything possible. They can be watching us, man.
I can't tell you so. I watch out. I know I'm not gonna say it to do me no business. Anyway, watch out. Few years ago, so remember when Ilian, I think this would have been Ilian's second year on the circuit in terms of running pro, right? And
Mm-hmm.
when we as Jamaicans see our start out and we say right, so she have it.
Yeah,
And then you remember coming into whichever championships that was, and we say, they might make sure run 1 2. You know what I mean? And you look on it and you say, all right, then pull her out of the 100 or they don't want her beat Shelly. Remember that, are they?
absolutely.
All right, so watch out now. If you know, so you have a plan to make somebody else be the top nurse in that thing, And you know, say you have a thoroughbred in a stable who can probably fling in a monkey wrench car. When she let it go in, she not have no control over it. You know. You think something make she go in there finance?
So Franz, are you saying that was a deliberate ploy?
I think so. You know. That was terrible acting. You know what I mean? You call it terrible in execution. I call it terrible acting.
Well, I can't really say nothing about that. But, you know, if you really preach that way, then probably for sure. But listen, what time Elaine run? She ran 21.5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Watch out.
I don't know if Shericka have that in a fair legs. I don't.
All right. Well, watch out now. Remember this one. Look at when. What's your name? Shericka. Start around the 100. What time she start off with. Right? And even today, like me like to do body language analysis with certain things.
Yeah.
So like today me that watch just the evolution, or if you want to call it, the watered down version of Shakari right now.
Yeah.
And go back, so watch basically what she do this season. Me look on how she react, and if you don't realize, so I think watered down now, like the beast turned blessed. You just the dog in your gone.
Yeah.
But you ever realize say at 10-7, Shericka done with Adam Eat the last year?
When she came third,
Mm-hmm.
she ran 10.7. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Out of nowhere. So listen, how much people reach 10-7 in them first season around 100 with no start?
Can't come. Nobody.
So you look on somebody who don't know how to sprint,
Pattern behavior.
but just have crazy tapping speed and strength. And you talk about a raceway, over in a blink of an eye. Because if you check it again, if you look on the second fastest time in the 200 on the men's side, that is a terrible corner and a wicked straight.
Mm-hmm.
So you tell me, say, that the lion there, or that the person there, or the person we must fear the most? Think about it.
I mean, so like when you put it that way, there, as I think as Sheikh said, like it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But it make like we never ever look on it that deep before.
That's the point in the games, is the deepness of it and the thought that was put into it.
Like
That's what shocked me.
Yeah, like I've never looked at it that deep. But
So yeah, she's saying that Shericka has the best body type and she has fast twitch.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, as I say, when you have that brother in your camp, as the person who deal with you technically, I mean, a few tweaks that because right now, I remember which race I run this season thus far. It was 100, I think, and she in a recliner sprint, lean back. I mean, I say, how she run so? But then she in at the thick of things at all times. So imagine now if your focus is to clean up the farm there. Because right now, the gamble what my girl are making up, Elaine make, is you're hoping that you can sustain what you got from MVP and you can put together a perfect replica of what you did last year. Do you have the ammunition or the people around you that are going to take you to another level? Me not think so.
Me neither.
I just think that you make that move, as a sense of financial gain personally, where you get more of your money coming in because if your husband depend the what do you call it, the budget, more money that coming into your house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, you look and trying for who will it this though, but me no know. Me can't argue against Fran and Field thing, Me can't. It proves it. Even going into last years when you go here say say this man here, if you just remove athletes out of your mental picture for the last few years, I him a win. I feel him athlete them a win.
Mhm.
And that's something that you can't take for granted. That's special, bro.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But the question to ask, I'm going to ask you, Kim. So, all right, that's all Franz just said, right? And the body of effort that Elaine has already put in, and all the knowledge that she has gathered from Fran and all of that. How much emphasis do you place on coaching at this level now? Because all right, remember that we're working with the fact that she has already garnered whatever knowledge that she possibly can from Fran, and
Yeah.
knowing that it's normally injuries that normally hold her back. Know that she's quote fit and all of that. How much emphasis you place on the coaching right now?
Um, Honestly, me personally, I believe I've placed a lot of emphasis on coaching because if you remember, before the national trials, Frana came out, and Frana said, Elaine is in the form of her life. Remember,
Mm.
that's what he said. So, she's going to run some times we've never seen before, or never seen before since whatever.
Yeah.
And then when she ran at the trials, obviously, she was just coming back from injury and she come third and everybody else saying, watch your front of us are playing mind games and yada yada yada. And obviously, when Olympics came around, we were able to see, what he was really and truly talking about.
Mm.
No, I believe that again, I believe that Frano is the best coach, obviously in Jamaica, and
Agree.
I believe he's up there in the world itself, right? Just based off
Agree.
of production and the athletes who's on top of the world, etc., etc. I know he's able to turn nothing into something, right? No, as Fran said, Elaine was really banking off of the facts. All right, this is my best year as a pro, right? And I think taking foolish advice as well, probably from our same husband, if I'm supposed to leave Front, everything what Front will teach me, I can bring it over here. So with my husband, along with film, quote unquote, track and field repertoire, and what him believe him know. But when you look at that, I think that Frano is like notches above whoever coach her. So Frano know Frano have this girl from let's say 2014 that come up, right? Frano have her from this time. So Frano know, all right, when supposed to push certain buttons. All right, when we can, take off the load management, when we can, start doing some sprint work, when we can put it in the right buttons to press. And yes, probably the husband can do, but I just don't think he's as great as Frank. Like I just don't think he have it as that. So
All
I
right.
think at the Hollander, so I think where natural speed is concerned, I think Elaine will always have that. But to have the coaching to develop that speed and for put a great product out there, like because obviously we've seen Elaine run at Diamond League and so. And to me, I guess him say she loaded and so, but she still don't look as, and it's probably biased, but she still don't look as refined as I would want her to look at this particular stage. Probably it can change next month and me eat my words, I'm shut up and she broke record or whatever the case may be. But right now, I just don't see it. And it's coming into the world championships. Remember, she have one little world championship silver medal, and that's in 2015. After that, I'll be a fourth place, be a withdrawal, all of them. So, moving like right now, I'm really, really nervous. And me's like Elaine logo. But I'm nervous because I don't know if her husband or whoever else on the team, can really push those buttons in order to get her back to a 10-5, probably dip down to a 10-4. I think we see the best of them last year, and I'm not think we'll faster.
All right. So what you know? If you ever look at it from the point of view, what is the time you think it will take to win this 100 at the World Championships?
Honestly, all right, Oregon, this one, a lot of persons love say the track fast and all of that. I'm seeing a 10-6. 10-6.
And you know, feel she have 10-6?
I disagree still. I see the world record going.
In this world championship,
Yep.
You're mad, man.
See, I'm dead serious.
Listen, you see, if Ilian never get the record there last year, I just don't see it. Honestly, I cannot see it because I
never said that Elaine is going to get the record, I said the record is going to go.
Well, so who you say going to get it? Because Shelly's nowhere close to that record.
Shelly's who have the world lead? What do you mean?
What do you mean? Shelly not even. Remember, Shelly not broke 10-6 yet,
Only one person do it.
Huh?
Don't be surprised.
Only one person do it.
Exactly.
And the one person that do it was under the general, was under the spell. Listen, Shelly's a great athlete, a competitor, a warrior. But listen, 10-4, I don't want joke time for running. I don't know.
We know this.
Time for running.
We know this well.
Listen.
Yeah, but watch out. Let me tell you something. You see with the whole thing with Ilian, one of the major things that was said last year was said at the games when them interview Frano. You see me?
Yeah.
When them interview Frano, read the run, and him said to them, what them do is them go back to science, Them go to the drawing board for break down the injury what she carry, understand what they could do, what was needed to be done, and then implement for them own creation in amending this issue. I say, so when you look on it, I say, so on both sides now. So he might do that for the females and on the other side, because I do my own little research about the two of them. I go through the two of them philosophy, both in my males. And so I respect both. You understand? But I understand you have to take it to a certain level where I say, all right, so Frano are the guru as far as the women concerned. You know which button for press. You understand? And you have to give to males on the other side. I mean, you have all of the others for the men. But when him said that did stand out to me. Again, and the same foot problem she having. And you know precious the Achilles issue is.
When right now?
Yeah, man, same problem.
So that means that they're reporting false news and because we hear about shoulder that.
No,
that's what has been reported.
Foot. I mean, if your shoulder come in now, shoulder is an additive, but the foot is always an issue. No, you have to look at it again, Kims, when you look on how things led up last year, you realize that this year she's run more.
Yep.
And you have to take into consideration the times that she's putting in and the comfort level in which she's winning. You also have to look at the fact that this track season has been a bit of I don't want to say lackluster in terms of competition, but it is Shelly, Ilian, Shericka right now as the top three, and you until trials what we are gonna have right now, all three of them have not been in a race together. So the testing or the sharpening of iron versus iron at the highest level go across the board in the female sprints, it has not happened. So you have to look for running in your own comfort zone, knowing that you're ahead of the pack in whatever races that you're running in. And that is happening for everybody. To this point, I'm going to say this in a most friend and Cumberland. To this point, Richardson has not been tested by nobody too tough. And she is not leaps and bounds as far as she was last year and the year before.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? So I can't say me have a jump off of Elaine bandwagon, so to say right now. Because as I say, at this point in time, mentally, you know that your body know what a 10-5 feel like. Nobody else know what it feel like.
Truth.
Yeah, but then, what Frank? Hold on, go on.
All right.
Yeah.
Chris Lynch, welcome, brother. Welcome.
Yeah, man. Good night, man, to the team.
Go on.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So, see Albert there's make a comment in bro. I'd say Shelly will not get that record. The rounds not gonna hold up for her. She's 36, she's running sparingly, but I still don't see her running 10 for her. What I want to put across is that I saw Kim Collins at the age of 39 running 9.93. So you see that age thing right now, that doesn't really hold much water right now because nutrition and all these things going into track and field right now, big deal right now. So at least now to take care of the body right now. And then, as we mentioned quite a few times on this show, that time when Shelly got pregnant and got that time off, that helped her a whole lot because she ended up getting rest from that time and all of that. But what say you? Do you think that the world record will actually go? Or I think that we're just here reaching?
All right, Chris, take us.
Yeah, I think everyone, good night, everyone, by the way. But I think everyone would love to see the world record go, especially if it's a fellow Jamaican. But it looked like it's out of the way. Elaine doesn't look like she's in the farm like she was in last year. And if anyone should break it, then I suspected it would have been Elaine. But I think everyone is everyone is talking about the track because we know that the Oregon track is fast. So I think that is the main hope that somebody can get the start and can have the strength to finish at 10.4. But I can't see that happening.
That means I'm alone of the wild dream, eh?
No, I mean, let me tell you, you can't put it through the window. This is why. Outside of, again, when I think it through. Outside of the exploits of, we can't say that. Even the world record on the women's side, that world record was not running the finals. Right? And I don't know, my history book not go back further than that, much further than that, but I mean, the exploits that we've seen over the years, I mean, most of the time on the men's side, before Bolt came in, it was a fractional improvement in a Olympic or World Championships finals where that world record was moved down and down and down. It is not something that always happens on the female side, where within the finals you see a world record being run. Because as I said, she never ran that. I think it's the semifinals she broke that record with the wind and whatever conspiracy theories that are there. So I can't say I will throw the world record out the door, and here is why. Shelly-Ann's fastest times have come when she least expected, but she's at most comfortable.
Yep. One-off races.
And when you come again, when Elaine ran that time, it is being run on a high because you just come off of a double now, and you are now cemented in a history as tops where that is concerned. And you come here run a 10.54, doing basically what you did at the Olympics a few weeks ago, as well as you're comfortable because you just beaten. You understand?
But she went there with the intention of everyone, the world knew that she was going to attempt the world record at Oregon.
Well,
So
attempted
she
to,
wasn't. It wasn't just running a race. She attempted to run the world record in that race.
again,
Everyone
watch it.
knew about it. Perfect conditions, everything.
All right, and what she get?
She
All
get
right.
10.54.
Question.
But she's
Because
not in that same form again. That's
yeah,
where I'm going with Levan,
that's true.
To
That's
say
true.
I think that the record could run, but like you were saying earlier, I agree with all the sentiments. The change of coach doesn't help me to feel confident in that record again.
And we take that.
Question though. I've had this argument since last year. Do you guys believe that had she gotten the start that she got at Olympics at Oregon, the world record would have gone? Because to me, no, the start at Olympics was way superior to the one in Oregon.
I
Wow.
think that Oregon come before the Olympics. I think that Oregon come before the Olympics because of the workload coming off from the Olympics and the achievements. She way over the top.
Yeah, but
I think
what I'm saying
at the
though is
meet,
what about the start? It's just the start, the start from
How much
yeah,
she
Olympics.
start in my
That
heart?
start.
but that's her start though. So that that's her start. She's not going to get the start like Shelly get every time she go run. That's Elaine's start. She's going to give and take. Some days it's gonna be good and some days it's gonna be bad.
Fair. Fair.
But again, I just don't know I say going back to what Kim's and me there said before. I just don't know how the coaching coming in.
Bro, like, listen, when I know when France have a lot of faith, but as I say, I just, like listen, I just not see it, and there are just certain little things like we know the personal things where when she there in the United States, what can happen, what can't. Every time normally say she and friend know that they at work, she at work by herself most of these meets because whatever situation is which is going on. So like I just like I don't see. I think last year was our best year. I think she should swallow her pride and go
And get
back
that?
to MVP. Yeah, I think she should swallow her.
Ah,
That's too early. That's too
no,
early,
no,
Kems,
Exactly. Come
man.
on, Kems.
all
You
right,
can't
let me
just
Say
give
ask you a
that,
them.
question.
man.
You can't just give the painkiller bread and expect they can just take it back just so.
No,
Let,
no, no. Further
let
let
me
it come.
ask you a question. Make I ask you a question. Shall ever run 10-6 under for now?
Nope.
Probably not training.
Training like a bro.
No. Listen, no. All right. So listen. I believe that because I think Shelly run more. I think she run 10-7-0, right? I, I think she run 10-7-0. But I think Frano's preparation was preparing her. I not think say Shelly does go to this new coach, and this new coach is so much better than Frano that him bring her to this point. I believe Frano brought her to a particular point, and then she just go over the hump. I don't think.
But here what though, Kems. She herself said it, that she always knew that she had a 10-6 in her. It's just that she never get to do it. I remember, this same new coach we're talking about. Remember that this is a student of Frano as well,
Right. I'm
Try to
proto
remember
James,
that.
you mean?
Yeah.
But the
I'm
year
saying,
when Shelly run 10-6, she lost the Ilian. So come
what
on,
do you
come
mean?
on.
No,
It
no,
really
no, no,
doesn't
no,
matter.
no.
That
Yeah, but
10-6 really doesn't matter. It was an Olympic year and Shelly lost. Like, you think Shelly business that she run that 10-6 on and lost the Olympics? Which one do
but
you think she would rather?
but watch me now, no, brother.
Come
Let me
on.
tell you this, Let me tell you this. I mean, I'm gonna say you have to watch how the thing going. You have to watch the hidden messages that are being sent. As I say, when Ilian burst on the scene, and we could see the talent that was there. See, you hold her out of the bills because say that the brother there, say that the girl there could have beat Shelly from there. But you hold her out because you have to You know, you have to make your money spend wise. So if you have a chance for one of your ward them win the bills and the next one win the two, you're eating well.
Yep.
Just based off contract set up and whatever. You understand? Because I remember saying Elaine is an up and coming now. So she have garner more money. And you want your price go for eat as well. So, but we could have asked the writing on the wall. I mean, even said to one of my bridges, remind them a thing. Remember when everybody was carrying VCB back in the day. We remember the year when Shelly come on the scene and my father carry me. Got trials that year there. And one brother sit down in front of me and I VCB, this and me as a little youth. Mr. Team say, yo, that she not even make me 4x1 number G. And the man I say, tell me if you shut up and I'll both got him boom. I say, if so you want to put some money on it, and my father take out gun out and pocket and say, you're confident? I say, yeah. But there's a pastor by the way. And what she end up at come? No, 5th or 4th. So it's a 4x1. Spot she there go get. And the brother have to pay me. So when the writing on the wall was there and Elaine burst on the scene and we have say, whoa, you know, friend if you do that and take her out of the 100, we could have get a 1-2. The man look on them bottom line same way. So we see it. And you feel so now, if that be the case now, you want to level the playing field and you want to show them say you is who is you and you don't want nobody tell you say you must do this, run this, slow down yourself. Me leaving and go do my own thing and boom, immediately 10-6 run.
You touch a good point. I mean, I've heard a lot of interviews with Elaine and I never hear a journalist ask her about that year, 2015, when she came second in the 200 meter. As to why she didn't double. Like, me da love for know the reason behind why she didn't double. In hindsight, anybody can say anything, but I think Frana made the right decision. She came second in the 200.
No,
she did. She came second in the 200.
But
so she never win, you know. And that was one event.
Oh, so, when you say Frana made the right decision for MVP? Or if you made the right decision for Elaine, which one? Because I must say
made the right decision.
For the athlete.
He made the right. That's why I say me I love to hear her perspective on it.
Yeah,
because I really think that he made the right decision for her because she didn't win that 200.
What do you think that's where the rift start to develop?
No, let me tell you. I can tell you, Chris Lynch, privately, Elaine is telling people that if she was in that 100 meters, she would have won that. Privately, she had tell fair people them that. She never ever come out publicly. She ever said coach's decision.
It was visible.
She ever said the most diplomatic thing when she come forward in the pub.
Because Kim, they know, to be honest, you know that a little bird that is close by the camp can't call on him because the person still the other place to tell me and Josh say, yo, 2015, you know, so you in the beach, Shelly.
Easy. Of course. Easy.
Easy. Listen, there was, I mean, you can't say that kind of caused the riff. I mean, there are some other things that's in there, you know. Come on, females we are dealing with, so you know them thing they go, right? Yeah. But I believe that, remember, and you know, we did talk about it after the Olympics, where obviously we know, say, for MVP, Shelly was the cash cow at that point, right? She was the face of MVP. So how dare you, this little girl will come out of absolutely nowhere for us come and take my crown? And I believe MVP is a place where you have to quote unquote pay your dues. So you know, just come up and you just come and take the scene right away. No, you pay your dues, you come up through the ranks, you pay respect to your elders, and then you know go on like that. So, but you know, and I think, I don't know if Shelly ever said publicly, but I know she have said it privately, where she don't believe that two athletes who are competing for the prize can be coached by the same person, which I totally agree with, right? Because how can me as Shelly and Fraser know taking coaching from a man who is coaching this person for beat me? So if I coach this person for beat me, but then if I coach me for continue for win and for beat she, you know, so
who he really wants to win in the back of each of them.
Exactly.
Both of them.
So,
because
so are you saying that's why Ilian leave too? Because here comes Shericka.
I think Elaine thing was, as you mentioned earlier, France. I think it was 90% financial decision, right? Yeah, obviously the money, and they have said about the husband business savvy and no manage, and if we're gonna be honest, we know Elaine not too right up in the head, right? So I just the facts, right? She not too right in the head. So when you have somebody who can be the center stone and know the track and field business inside out and know how you can make more. And come on, Elaine is fast, great athlete, but she's not marketable, right? She's not marketable at all. No, she not smile. And from what day,
the personality is lacking.
yeah, what day I see her start do little dirt bounce and even when she do that, it look awkward. Look like a something she's supposed to do. Yeah, all right. Let me give you a perfect example. Look when Bolt at the track and field and him are doing antics. It just fit him. I just
I'm just not a natural persona. That.
Look on Asafa Powell.
Come on, Kim. Come on, Kim. That's the thing, though. Some people have the personality for it. Some just don't.
Exactly, but Asafa was. I remember when everybody talk about Asafa and him nervous and this and that. You see, Asafa him try to do. If like a thing now for try and but it just never look right. It look like if out of place, man. And I think it's the same thing with Elaine. She just a little bit out of place, and she's just not marketable. She don't smile. But I'm see she's trying to change her image. So I'll give her.
So are you implying that she should just be the baby face and not the heel?
Oh,
Elaine.
Man, listen. What I'll say about that. What I'll say is that it is impossible for Sha'Carri get banned and make more money than both Elaine and Shelly and Fraser.
I disagree.
Different country though, Kings. Different country.
Why is it impossible?
When Sha'Carri can go in a but look now, Kems man. Jamaica don't have as much people as America. So when Sha'Carri can go in a 2 odds, she can charge money for that. What you cannot really charge no only for money at Jamaica, King. It's just 3 million people.
You have to look at it deep as well. You know that had Usain Bolt been an American, that man would be arguably richest sportsman in history. But guess what? No, bro, he's not American.
No, so why do you think? Why do you think he would have been the? I don't think so. I don't think. Listen, I don't know. I'm going to tell you why I don't think so.
Okay.
I think track and field itself as a sport just doesn't generate as much as it should. All right, whether both was American, Japanese, anything at all. I just, I would say if he was American, he probably would have made more money. But I just don't think that the track and field sport itself, and we have often heard things about, the sport is dying, or we need to find something to make the sport come back around again. So I think he'd make more money, but I just don't think the sport within itself is marketable enough for him to propel to the heights where he probably should have. Listen, if Bolt was as great in a track as, say for example, he was this great and him play at NFL, him play a basketball, then we could have said, well, Bolt would have be a billionaire right now. But the track and field thing is his brand and his antics and so really propel him to where he is.
I tell you this,
huh?
Where you just said a while ago, you don't understand how powerful you just talk a while ago.
Yeah, man, it's a profound statement.
But make I tell you something.
Yeah.
A guy just run 12.84 and guy going to go catch ball a couple months time.
Mm-hmm.
And if said guy that you were talking about, that Usain Bolt guy, was American, that guy would be playing football as well as running per se. You know think?
So I think
it would have been a double. It would have been a Deion Sanders prototype kind of thing. Him doubling our 2 sports in his pocket. And best believe me, if that brother they were run 9.58, you believe say him line up on the outside at team height and team build to go run and go catch ball. You feel say if him do the 2 sport, then it wouldn't be the biggest thing since sliced bread?
All right, so this is it, friends.
It's a trouble.
So, friends, you see, like I know that. So for Devon Allen, right? Remember, he used to play football in a college, right? And so he have some football pedigree because he could have got drafted to the NFL, but he chose track and field for some crazy reason. I don't know why, because I guess he just loves track and field. Huh?
It doesn't pay.
Yeah, it don't pay. Like, so track and field is something where you really and truly have to quote unquote love. If you have to pick that sport there, because like, all right, the money what Devin Allen ever get just to sign with the Eagles, I don't think they make that money then a track and field up to date. I don't think he even make that.
And he just have an increase in price tag now with what he do.
Exactly. So and listen, I don't know if he's going to make the team per se because Philly right now wide receiver, them start, but if I'm gonna run 12.8, 12 point whatever I'm running 3-4 in the hurdles, then
8.84.
Yeah, he's pretty fast, and you already know how the NFL stay when it comes to speedsters. But listen, I believe, all right, what I will say, France, to your point, I believe America would have find another way of marketing apart from advertisements.
Yeah,
they will stick him in a something. Go play some golf. Go play some basketball. Something. They will stick him in a something where he can increase in value as well as bring in more revenue. For them.
So are you saying that Jamaica has failed?
I wouldn't hear say it. I think it's Glenn Mills this for track and field itself, but I think Jamaica could have utilized this saying way more than they had. And I'm not saying they didn't, but I just think that when you have, listen, it's not many times they get the fastest man in the world for a third world country. It's not many times they get a person who is worldwide. People love him. Everywhere, China, Japan. Islam, Hindu, and any religion, any culture, this man is love. Everybody are doing it. Normally when somebody see you, the first thing they attack you, Bob Marley. Oh, Bob Marley, yeah man. No, I bear this, people are showing you, bear this. Jamaica, I believe, never capitalized enough as they should have. Now I'm retired. Now you see DJ Seller do this. Now you see, but I think we needed to do more.
We missed the window. We missed the window.
Yeah, man. I think especially, when he's after him broke the world record. I think the same thing with Asafa. Even though Asafa never win like a quote unquote individual gold medal, I think there was at one point where it's simple. If Michael Phelps, Norwich, Bolt wouldn't have been. I disagree. Why? With that. I think, remember, there was some things surrounding Michael Phelps as well. It wasn't just Michael Phelps, the amazing swimmer, and then that was it. There was some, I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was a lot of controversy.
So you're saying that he came with a baggage?
Yeah, come with, and listen, one thing I know about this country, they will celebrate when you win, but when the baggage come, they distance themselves from you real quick. So, and again, Michael Phelps' personality and Usain personality is just different. When Usain enter a room, you feel his presence. Michael Phelps can.
I'm glad to mention that. You know why? Go back to what you mentioned earlier. You're making our point about why Sha'Carri makes more money than those two persons that you mentioned before.
But I think Shelly has. I think Shelly has the personality, and Shelly will. Shelly will sell out. Shelly will sell
look
out.
At it, man. We have to remember that America say Sha'Carri as a mixture of Gail Levers and what's that other fella name, man?
Other fella.
Go again?
You say other fella. Ooh.
What record holder?
Flojo.
Yeah, they see a mixture between both of them, right? They see her as a bridge between both. So guess what? They're going to build her up, brother.
But one of that's about the whole issue that she's paid more now. Remember, America is paying. Is going to dish out money to the next big hope. The hope is to regain the supremacy on the female side of sprinting as well as the men. So they're going to throw money behind that. So every time somebody big come out, them throw money behind them. Boy, them they throw money behind her. Them to throw money behind Lauren Williams as well. But them
And don't
just
be surprised if they do it to Abby Steiner next.
straight. I mean, hey, it's just to get the attempt to get back to supremacy. Them a pay money for now. Nothing else.
You don't long.
But Shakari personality is Usain Bolt like though. If you look at the last meet or she attend, that tell you that she's a superstar, brother. Just if we talk about personality, her personality is just just top notch. The kids love her. When you have the kids around you every second of the day, brother, you have the globe locked. So she have it. She have the superstar.
And
She have the
then
superstar presence.
and then I also think, Chris Lynch, to add to your point, I believe what happened to her with the whole weed issue, her mom dying issue, I believe that really propelled her more than anything else. Because no, all right, so her mom died, and then she smoked, and then them said, she smoked weed. That within itself, everybody started coming on her. Oh, she was in a bad time. Oh, let's support her. Let's support. I during that time, Christian, the mental health wave was at its highest. Oh, let's protect her mental health. Oh, let's do this, let's do that. So no, and then no, people may not even know Gabriel Union doing weird watch track and field. Like all of a sudden, everybody talking about Sha'Carri, let her run movement, OBJ, everybody knows on the Sha'Carri bandwagon. So then now what you think like Nike ever doing Okay. Now is our time to cash in upon her. Everybody's talking about her. Now is
Just
our
like
time.
any business personnel would.
Exactly. And then now, so I think so. Sha'Carri within herself, I think she's misunderstood. I don't think she is as terrible as people make her out to be.
I agree.
I actually kind I think she's needed for the sport right now because if we are be honest,
I agree.
the sport is dying. We need somebody to bring.
They need personality.
Yeah, man. When I just want to see you run and then after you done run, hey, I'm a win and then you're gone, but your business.
Yeah, I like but see somebody like Shakira come sixth in a race and she talk up a beat. I like them something. Of course,
Yes,
them
man.
something them funny as bad as it be and as much fun as we make of her. Come in sixth in a race and then you talk up. That funny, brother.
Oh,
Like
man, not even
nobody
six.
now gonna stop her from talk.
Chrissy Wilding, man, not even six. She came ninth, brother, dead last, and she talk up a storm. That's the thing,
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I brought the Hopkins because the youth at primary school champs the other day. It was winning the
Run
race
back way.
miles ahead of the man. The man they says him a turn around and
Man, call them
make
in.
a big deal over that. That's personality for me.
Yep.
That brings
And
vibes
again,
to the thing because we said the man cocky, bossy, and all of that.
yep.
Now the youth.
Yeah, but we need it. We need it. I mean,
Exactly.
it is an individual sport, You understand what I say? You need controversy sales. Feel me? And it is all about I mean, whatever it is, sportsmanship, whatever. You understand what I say? But come on now. We need some fierceness, some little edge, something. I mean, as we that call what both do as gimmicks or whatever it is. You feel me? But psychologically, him must send shots out, Because you over there so now focus or whatever it is, nervous, call it whatever, and this man a gimmicks it out all about. And on top of that, him a bust your ass in a race, even if you get up in front there. Yeah? But him can do it in a that way, in a that style. But everybody just need to have feed them own personality and bring it to the fore in how before them perform, how them perform, after them perform. Who cares? You understand me?
Chuck and feel one other sport where entertainment is hard to come out of it.
But
Because in every other sport, the players talk for themselves. It's the times watching Chuck and feel to get entertainment out of it.
Chris, look at this. This is
Basically.
what I was going to say.
So it's not easy as I'm here, France say.
But all right, Kems, look at this now. Elaine per se, right? She already has the image that all the tats and all of that. Seeing, you know how to be perfect. Elaine just come out and say, no matter what Shelly do in a training, she can't beat me. Them type of thing they bring a buzz and vibe to the thing that because guess what? So
Man,
if you bust your ass now, you know say what? People are gonna laugh after you. When you
yeah.
bust your ass now, you say, yeah, you back up your talk.
Yeah, and then what that does, Levon, is what that does now, it builds anticipation. No, because listen, all people who never watched track and field yet, watch the race in Oregon where Shakari was against the
That
Jamaicans,
is it.
because everybody has said, oh, I'm not going the Jamaican, them
The-
blood iron, blah
This is
blah.
the
Bro,
showdown. This is the showdown where we are waiting for.
bro.
Yes,
It's the
but
first me ever see some Jamaican people interested in tracks. No
listen,
lie, not even
and
Olympic
an
world champs.
Olympic and an Olympic sign is just a regular race. But what also a beat with is that there are too much quote unquote woke people in the world right now. So you can't too talk your mind right now, or else it's a problem. Oh, she hypey, she cocky e, or me not like her again, or she have guns. Listen, again, Levon, remember we had discussed the primary school youth academy.
Shakes.
Shakes a joke, kind of. But keeps going, man.
Yeah, remember the primary school youth are turn on and not call him. A lot of, if you look at the Facebook comments, oh, he should be punished. Oh, he should be banned. Like these are
What do
the
you
same
when you
people.
do the gun thing? Name again.
Anthony Watson.
Antonio Watson.
Yeah. What did wrong with it?
Oh, Jamaica already have a
Nothing.
crime culture. Listen, I know he's promoting gun violence. And I'm
Yeah, with my
like,
finger.
I'm like, brother, every year at champs, Mr. Calabar man was shot over KC.
Yeah.
Mr. KC man was shot over Calabar, and it's perfectly fine. But this you because in their quote unquote off-brand school, no, is a big problem. No, Jamaica come with them fake morality. Oh, gun violence. Come on, like calm down. Like let's just relax. Like it's okay. Like that are the thing. So no, with all this woke thing, I remember we're in a cancel culture right now. So you better be careful of your words, because if you go say something about somebody else, they know them fans they want to cancel your Facebook page, create with their name, cancel Elaine Thompson, cancel Shelly and Fraser, and all them things there, and then you get
Ken, just have
canceled.
to bring that up. I mean, yeah, the guy is in what, sixth form, I believe, upper six, but
Which one?
he's one of my favorite athletes at KC. I'm talking about Nkrumah, right? I say this man a champion. I say this man look alright. Normally, I know this man as a black man. All of a sudden, I say this man look like a brown man with tats and all of that. You see, people ridicule him for it. Me, I enjoy it because guess what? I say entertainment. I say I'm gonna try to bring a vibe to the sport.
Yeah.
I don't mind why, because now the man they upper six in a high school, it don't really matter. But people are gonna make a issue out of it if it's saying, oh, he's still in high school, this, high school, that, and all of this nonsense.
Like,
But Elaine was a big woman bleaching and people like, come on.
like
You
this,
can't do nothing right.
What?
You can't do nothing right.
She was what?
Yeah, this is it, Levon. Listen again. I believe social media has been so great for us, but it has also been so horrible for us. Where everybody believes that they have a voice. Everybody believes they must voice their opinion. Everybody believes that they must be heard. So we see Nkrumah, like, listen, if you want to bleach your skin, I don't care. We have been seeing that for years, and I don't care what you want to do. Are you going to go on the track and perform? That's all I care about. Your own personal life, that has nothing to do with me. You go on the track, you go there, perform, you execute your thing, you go home after that. I think Jamaica has this fake morality thing where everybody want to be the morality police. Oh, all right. Oh, I'm not supposed to bleed. Oh, him have earring in their ears. Oh, when am I doing tattoo? Oh, when they're in high school. Oh, kick him out. Come on. Let's just pump the brakes a little bit, and we'll be all right.
Yeah, man, KC defender Kish is there for you, man. Kish tell if Kim's never call KC name. But
Is it neighbor? You have to call them neighbor.
Kish, let us not forget. Let us state the facts here. It was a St. George's College individual that created Kingston College, right? So,
All right. Careful. Careful, man.
yeah, we can't allow them to make worse now, because Chris is a KC man too, so
I see. Yeah.
no, KC versus me alone.
yeah, man, it's only can worry to it, because
Yeah, no, we're straight.
it's me now. I done something come from, so I still there.
So given the current crop of talent that we have there or have out there now, what is you think that the competition is there that is going to grab the attention of the general public? I mean, we were talking before we started with the hurdle race that was run this weekend here with Britany Anderson and Camacho-Quinn. I mean, that I know Camacho-Quinn left that race with a scare, you know. How do we? I'm a check Anderson's Instagram page earlier. She looked like the type that can use social media quite well.
Yep.
So should it be a case where we utilize the same social media just like how other countries, I want to say just USA has used it to help formulate the type of interest that we want in the sport? What do you think?
No for me. Reason being, Britany Anderson and Camacho-Quinn is like this.
Them tight?
Yes, man. You see, anytime any one of them post, you see the next one I need to post. Go, girl. Like post and all them things. So the rivalry that we expect, I mean, yeah, you can still have the rivalry, but we want it in a case where them people are not like each other. Then go there with basically bad blood, say you want to beat you, and that's all that matters. But I mean, as I said, the rivalry can still exist with them still being friends, but for me, I don't think.
Let me tell you how I believe these athletes could use their social media. I believe interacting with the general public. I think that is a way how, like for example, I see some what's your name, Terry something, the Terry girl around for the US. I see she
With
do
funny
it.
shatter.
Yeah, I see she do it where she go on Instagram live, she talk to her fans them, question and answer segment. I think those things like that. I think Brittany, yeah, she
Britany
trained.
does it.
Huh?
She
Yeah,
does it.
Brittany do it too. Yeah, so I think those things. I'm not there on Instagram, I'm just a Facebook person. But I think those things. Go on a little Facebook live, go on a little Instagram live, question and answer. Make people ask you questions, and make people see you as quote unquote human. Make them see you approachable. Now what I make them say, oh, you're so far away, and then when you do that, I think you garner some more support. Not only when you're running at the Olympics at the World Champs, but just come on and say hi guys. Because I see Brianna Williams do it as well, and I think
Chris'
it
favorite athlete.
Kemba, yeah. So Kemba do it. I think I see Brianna Williams do it as well. The other day she was at Blue Hole, and she had do stuff, and I think those little things it allow fans for come a little bit closer to you and feel like say them know you a particular way instead of only when you're at the Olympics. Now you ask everybody support and so. But I think you can just do that, and then the rivalry part. I mean, everybody are friends in the sports, except for the Jamaican women. Only them are not friend. Everybody else are friend. So come see Shericka win the other day, and not even a hug she could have get from, or not even a pat on the back, not even a congrats. She could have
From?
get from. Eh?
From?
Who she beat?
She got it, man.
She get a hug?
Of course she did.
Which stream
I,
you
I,
watch?
I specifically watched the race for that,
I guess NBC never show it for no what
She,
thing.
she did it, man. You're
No,
muted, Chris.
you're mute, Chris Lynch.
You mean when Ilian beat her in the 100, them never hug, but Ilian did give her a hug
In the
when she
200.
get beaten in that 200.
Also, so Ilian had a good
At the
one.
100, they're probably talking.
Oh yeah,
So she and Ilian face
But
off.
we're not provides the same thing in terms of the maybe maybe that's what we kind of need then, because when you start off, I say with Terry, I mean she's up and coming, but for most of the interviews that you hear her speak on, it is all about Team USA and getting Team USA back on top and this, that, and the other when she attack, you know what I mean? And what we do know, we just brush it one side because right now you don't know nobody. You understand? But like when Shakari say it no, yeah, say, all right, you there at the top of the game as far as US concerned now. All right, so we are come with fists of fury and fast speed to come and punch in your face when you're going to run. Right? So, me not really like the hug after Elaine beat her over there. Just for an entertainment standpoint. No, for an entertainment standpoint. Not
exactly. Me not like it either. Me want it for entertainment purposes.
All right, because let me tell you something. You look on this. You see the last race they were both run and lose. You know, say the interview what them do afterwards, that diffuse a whole heap of bomb what they out there, because everybody feel like say, them two brother and I get along. You know that. And the last interview where my boy a win and whether it is on board, I say, big man thing, brother doing time, man. Irrespective of why, he's an ultimate competitor, this, that, and call for. Everybody, when him says so, now everybody have to just take a lean back and say, all right, if the big man says so, we could just work with the thing and whatever it is. But everybody come by our business. Do that when we can't see. When
you come off a camera, do that something. Yeah, when I'm gonna be turning. Yeah, man. When I'm gonna be turning.
Yeah, when you watch Blows and Skirt, NFL, basketball, or whatever it is, them and they're afraid of. You best believe say before the night before, then go out and eat with each other, and the day afterwards, they go out and party with one another. In a game, they kill your backside.
But that brings me to the point, though, that they want to beat each other. In every sport, the sports people are friends. They don't have no big, what would I call, enemy thing. So it brings me back to why she can't hug her after the race. Because soccer player, football player, basketball player hug up each other. All when them a ball man go and caress him. Cause him a ball, cause him losing at the final. And nobody have no problem. But just think,
Chris, look how I get that now, Chris. Look how I get that. Just mention that losing at the final. See, make the build up go on. It's like how them a race concert, beat up each other, make the bad blood right there. See, show it us to us fans. Say, I know some little beef are going on to say, even though there's no beef, because behind the scene I turn out a restaurant to eat together. But it's when they come to World Championship now, kick each other ass, man. When the race done and whosoever win or lose, you can't say, well tried. But you see, build up it. Give me something to look for and say, say, then two not like each other. Remember say something we look at. Remember say the sports are dead in us. You see me? So we are look for things to rally back on to build back the sport.
Chris, talk.
Me I tell you, say, I just track and feel are the problem. Most time another people in track and field is the problem. It's hard to entertain in track and field because if a fast time don't run, we don't get no excitement. If the 100-meter final run, no matter how much antics Bowl put up, if Bowl come around the 100-meter final in a 10 something, we're disappointed. No matter how much antics him go on with.
You know I disagree, and I think France will agree on this. Reason being, remember that when Elaine ran the 10.54, right? What was the major news out of that? Wasn't it the interview that Shericka was giving and then Shelly and them were peeping over her?
So, yeah.
Wasn't that the news out of it? That overshadowed 10.4 in the boss.
No, man. That is just the people who are look forward to the job. We in the know, when know the people them have problem, I look forward to see, like what Kem said, like what not Kems, you said, Levan. You directly went to watch that 200 meter and you make sure not to leave before you see Elaine give Shericka a hug. So most of the people who watch the race not watching it for that, Them want to see how far Shericka gonna beat Elaine or how far Elaine gonna beat Shericka by the time. Them not really watch to see the hug. And we the know I watch to see if a hug gives or not.
So you're implying that it's on a real track and field fan sit back now, look for these things. Well, a man we're just not really into the sport much. Just say, I just race more and say and come on business after.
Them want to see the time. That may tell you. So if somebody don't into track and field and Bolt a run, and Bolt win a race in a 10 seconds, them not amused by it, because them come to see Bolt run 9.5 and that them want to see and that make them feel good.
But all right, so Chris, watch I know. In a few weeks' time, we have our trials, right? When you tune in for watch the women's 100, maybe it's the men's 100. Men's 100 are a bit between such and such. When you tune in for watch the women's 100, were you at the time you watch? And the drama was going to ensue because a tree. No, remember
I'm not watching
Kelly.
it. Elaine lost the 100 meters in the trials for the Olympics, and she won at the Olympics.
So
this is the Kems who me hear a panic earlier, because me did a panic too when she switching up. But there's no more panic, brother. I see the 100 meter.
No,
I see the 200 meter. Shericka Jackson not beating her in not one of them. The only person have a chance is Shelly.
Exactly, but if Shelly beat her, it's a big thing. Because listen,
no, man, it's not a big thing, man.
What you mean?
It's not a big thing, Ken.
Chris Lynch, this is a legacy, Chris Lynch. If Elaine loses this 100 meter, there is no GOAT conversation for Elaine. It is over and done with. If Elaine cannot win this,
Editor-in-Chief, we know that Shelly has the buy, man, but I think she's still running it, man. I think she said that.
Shelly,
fitness and all them thing.
She can run the 200.
Shelly still want to run it because
the 200 and the 100. I think it was the 100 that said she's going to run that trial.
Yeah, so she run both of them. So she had double both of them. You see me? But people will say she use it for strength work, but I don't think that's what she is. I think she
never see she run it before, because when you don't have to do something, you can always go up on the start list.
But Chris,
but you don't must turn up.
It's a big call by Chris now, because Chris said that Shericka would have medal last year, and I mean, yeah, I had her to medal as well. So when I say Chris say Shericka not beat Elaine, say it's a bold call.
No, man, me did worried like Kent. Like
Chris,
like when them say she go Birmingham, she don't go Birmingham. I feel as if whoever coach her don't understand where she is in her program. So them have a run 2 races for one day. I say, me personally seem like them don't understand what's taking place. Them have me worried.
Chris, I never said proper. Not one day, brother. She ran those 2 races in the space of basically an hour. Not even three.
I never like that.
Yeah.
Acceleration.
Yeah,
they would have each business.
Yes.
Chris Lynch, what you are telling me here, Chris Lynch, is that you have faith in our husband and that training staff. You have more faith in that than you had in Frano.
I'm not telling you that. I would be a bad man to be here telling you.
Listen,
I'll give the mix my words and I say that.
Chris Lynch, right now.
That would be a you'd have to check me out, Ken. You'd have to really check up on me. That would be madness.
Chris Lynch, right
what
now,
I am saying is,
Chris Lynch, right now, I'm worried. I'm not even hiding. I'm very worried right now because, listen, Shelly run one race, one little 100 meters she run, right, in a high altitude, and we all know the time what she run. I think Shelly is behind the scenes work. Remember, last year was Shelly's first year with this new coach. Now, second year, she's seasoning, in assess her, know what she needs to do. Listen, this
country food,
Huh?
Good country food.
Yep.
Good ground produce.
Go again.
I'm gonna say good ground produce, good country food. You get that
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that that they actually train at JC.
Okay, I'm sure.
Yeah, man, the entire club, the elite.
Yeah, them train at JC.
And actually, I've seen Shelly a couple of times from.
Crazy.
Listen, brother, but no, on a serious note.
Kem's really worried doing it because last year Kem's come here and tell us, yo, nobody not beating Elaine. This was Kem's last year at this point in time.
Like
if I hear Kem's in this tone,
right now, I'm worried for the 100 meter.
Why though?
Huh?
Why?
Listen,
but Kems, it's coming home anyhow.
That's what I said.
If Elaine come anything other than first, it is a failure.
Oh, okay.
It is a failure because listen, remember, Shelly 36 about to be 40. Elaine, quote unquote, at the time of her life. Listen, when you make a big decision like this, for whatever reason you make it, when you make a big decision like this, to leave a camp that you have had your most success at, for go to husband and company, if you don't produce, you're gonna look like a clown. At the end of the day, you're gonna look like a clown. And listen, remember, France, these upcoming 3 years are the biggest. Olympics, World Champs, or 4 years. Olympics, World Champs, Olympics. We think that's how it go, right? So these 4 years that's coming up, is a big legacy time for you.
Yeah.
Where you can set your legacy forever, or you can set the precedence what people have of you, or you show up once every 4 years. You show up for the Olympics or the World Championships. All of a sudden you're injured. When you don't win, all of a sudden you're injured. So it depends on which narrative you want to set. And listen, but now watch nobody pocket and how people want to put their money and so on and so forth. But I'm thinking you are so close to the record. Mother said, hey, give Frano one more year. That's how I'm going to say. All right, we could just go this world because remember, you have no world champs title. This man give you 2 double. So I'm saying give Frano one more year. I'm sure you could have whatever money you were paying MVP. I'm sure you could have paid that just one more year and just go through with the world champs and try and break the world record and crown yourself as now the queen of sprinting.
So
That
Ken,
makes a big
what
point.
you are saying now, what you are saying now, is if Elaine shows up and win this championship, she must go down as the greatest sprinter. Based on all of what you're saying, because you're saying that because Frano is such a great coach and she has moved to somebody who is not proven. We don't know nothing about this man coaching acumen. Basically.
But it depends,
You're
Chris.
saying if Elaine shows up and win this double, there's no more argument.
It depends, Chris, because if
Here they
Elaine
know.
run and if she win the 100-meter in let's say 10:75 and win the 200 in a 21:8, I'm not going to say greatest. I mean, I'm happy she won, but I think time is important. I want to see the improvement. I have to say something. I mean, I think 10:6 is going to win the 100-meter, but if you want proof to me, say you was a big coach as a husband. Give me a
No,
10.
but we're not talking about him as a coach. We're talking about Elaine because we don't know nothing about this man as a coach. So it's hard for me or anybody else to say what he has done as a coach. So
And
Levan and France,
yeah.
what we want to know is Elaine the greatest sprinter if she pulls off this double?
Before you touch that, right? Before you touch that, Christine, I just want to say one more thing. Also, remember with Elaine, like Achilles issue, that's not really dead forever. Elaine has never had a season like this where she Olympics and then the next immediately after World Championships. Like she always have a little space in between, a little time in between. So going into such a new territory, especially with Achilles injury under a new coach and so, all of those things just give me cause to pause. Shelley don't have a lot of miles. Shericka coming up. I don't think Shericka can beat her another 100 because I just think her start is too slow. And by the time she pick up speed, and I think Elaine have great tapping speed as well. So I think, that mash out each other. But the 200-meter, what I see the other day, I was absolutely stunned. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, of course
Why?
I was stunned.
Bro,
What?
I wasn't. But
Why?
What do you mean, why? What do you mean, why?
I want to pick you up on something that I mentioned before I forget it totally. You made a brilliant point, and I think it probably flew past a lot of people. When you mentioned that she should have stayed with Frano for one more year and break that world record, right?
Yeah.
That would have built her up even more. She wasn't thinking from a business perspective. Imagine Elaine, world record holder. And more money in her pocket that they say, brother. Because remember, it's the money you do it for. So now that you break the world record, more sponsorship is going to come on board. Bigger sponsorship is going to come on board.
I think.
And then they can decide that from this and say, all right, you know what? Me already world record holder, win world championship and all that, so I can go for my own with my husband now.
Listen, I think MVP. I think MVP is set for what they are. MVP is what MVP is. Everybody know what MVP is about. I think, again, I just can't see, again, apart from the financial thing, and I say, Elaine too right in the head, so the husband come and say, babes, look at this. Get MVP this money. Imagine if we have all of this in the household and rate it. And there was also some other personal stuff. How long they want Elaine to run. Elaine decides that she wants to start a family, she don't want to run that. There was some other intricate things.
So
but I'm saying,
you're impressed that Elaine is a yam root.
But listen, certain things are not secret out the boss. Certain things are public knowledge, right? So I'm saying, just give Frano one more year. He got you 10.54. Like, Just give him one more year, give him a chance and say, but for just, and again, business is business, but for just walk away from front like that, me personally never like it. And again, business is business, but we just never like it. Yes, friends.
But Christia asked a question earlier. I don't know if it was a topic from a previous episode. He may have flirt around asking who is the GOAT and what makes somebody the GOAT as far as this event is concerned. Would I answer your question? To me, if she win it, it keeps her in the argument of being the greatest of all time in the sprints. But it also brings into question, who do we have, who do we put in that position as the greatest sprinter of all time as far as female sprinting is concerned? Who no pick?
So for me,
come with the asterisk.
No, man. Hey, I have a thing in friends. I say, if you get banned for any reason at all, any substance whatsoever, you have to get an asterisk. So you and Blake have an asterisk, Michael Freight have an asterisk, Sharon Simpson have an asterisk, Asafa Powell, Shelley and Fraser, all of those persons have an asterisk. Christian Coleman, all of them. Anyway, for me, again, I am going to say, in women's sprinting, I believe Shelley and Fraser is the most decorated athletes. Right?
Man, find a fancy way of saying
decorated, right? When you tell me about, listen, when we're talking about these things, we have to remove biases from it. We can't, look one Shelley medal. Listen, you have to take everything into consideration. Elaine, at her best, is what Shelley wished she could ever be. And I'm talking in both sprints, the 100 and 200, because that is the sprint, 100 and 200. If you want to say Shelley's the 100-meter goal, not the name.
But that would be you putting bias into the argument, because you're speaking as to what's not there. We have to speak on what isn't.
What you mean what's not there? I'm saying, all right, Elaine at her best is what Shelley wished she could be.
But all right, you could say that, right, and all that. However, does Elaine have all those acumen, and as you talk about decoration and all that, does she has those to back up that argument? Because
then let's take a look at decoration. Well, then let's take a look at it. 2015, right? The coach keep her away from the 100-meter for obvious reasons.
We don't know.
No,
speculation.
Well, we know, right? We know. So for obvious reasons, so that is out. 2017, she was hurt. And that is a fact. That is no if, but, nor maybe. She was
2019, though.
2019, she was hurt again.
Man, go from man.
She was. Like she was hurt. Like again.
I don't remember that Shelley was out for a while with a toe injury as well. If you come with that hurt argument, we can come with the same toe injury and all that.
Levon, if you know track and field, boss. That's why I'm saying we could talk objectively and not with biases. You cannot compare an Achilles injury to a toe garbage.
Yeah, but this is what I'm going to say to you. Hold on. You can't say I'm reasoning with bias. You cannot say I'm reasoning with bias when technically I prefer Elaine. So I would be biased.
No, but if you ever mention Shelley toe injury, like Elaine Achilles injury could have ruined her career. Could have made she not do track and field ever again. Shelley little buck toe or something, she's alright. She still ran and she came third in that race. So what I'm saying is that, but then what I'm trying to say, when both athletes are healthy, when both athletes are at their best, Shelley and Fraser has never been Elaine Thompson. Never when they're both at their best. Absolutely never. Listen, what Elaine Thompson was able to achieve in the Olympics, double, Shelley and Fraser can only dream of doing that.
Okay.
Only dream.
Okay. However, let's start to add the substance to the argument now. So, all right, I get what you're saying with that, and in some parts, I agree with it. But all right, when we look at body of work now, right? This is why Elaine cannot be seen as a GOAT right now, because body of work is counting against her, especially where world championship is concerned, right? So, for me personally, if Elaine goes on to win this world championship and the following world championship that comes around, there's no argument.
No.
That's for me personally.
I think so. I think
But
there always.
if it's just this one alone that she wins,
Oh, I think there's always be
Levon,
I think there'll always be an argument regardless because I just how the track and field space is. But again, that's why I give Shelly the most decorated because when you talk about oh she win this amount of 100 meter, she win all of this, she win all of that. Okay, sure. But when I'm looking at the GOAT, right? When I talk about GOAT, you have to do things that are unprecedented. You have to do things where people can only dream for. Listen, for be the fastest woman in the world currently and on a joke feet. For run the fastest time ever since Flojo and on a joke feet. For go ahead and win the double in the Olympics, the first woman to ever do it in the sprints. I don't them things they're not a joke thing. These things are legit accomplishments. If you want to tell me, oh, Shelly get gold medal, this world champs, that world champ, this world, all right, then cool. But again, during 2017, Elaine was hurt. Well documented. You can look it up. Between 2019, she was hurt. Still fight through, still come forward. Well documented. So I have to look at that and say, boy, Elaine was hurt these years. I have to take out that out of the. I have to take out that. I have to
but then I can
bypass
use
that.
your own argument.
Huh?
I can use your own argument here now.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Availability is the best ability, and she wasn't available to do whatever.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, she wasn't. But when she was available, when she was, Shelly can't beat her.
And
That is what the fact.
how many times has she beaten her?
How many times has she beaten Shelly?
Uh-huh.
Then let's go back. 2015, she was whopping her up in training and front.
No, we don't want you about training. We're talking about on the
Okay.
international scene.
20. When was Olympics? It was 2016. That was the first Olympics. Yeah, 2016. She got her hope, didn't she?
Did she?
When Elaine won the double. Yeah.
Okay.
Then 20. The last Olympics too. Yeah, those
So in
two.
the Olympic years.
Yeah, the Olympic and Shelly
All right,
only beat. Didn't Shelly only beat her in a 2019, I think?
So you have Shelly as your what?
Me? No, Elaine. I have Elaine.
What you say, Chris?
yeah, man. I did say it before Elaine win the double at this Olympics. The fact that she come and show her class, she's not afraid of Shelly. Anybody who call her a choker at the time, that was put to bed and never wake up again. That drop asleep and can't wake up. She's not a choker. It's obvious. You cannot come at the Olympics and deliver and be a choker. That don't happen, brother. That's the biggest stage, not the World Championship. The Olympic is the biggest stage.
Absolutely, Chris.
Knowing that Shelly beat her in the trials also, and she brushed that off, pick up herself. That's why I'm saying now, if she win this double, there's no doubt. Talking about the quality of field, she would dismiss at this World Championship. Like, I wouldn't listen to nobody who go against it because the quality. If farm stands up and people stay injury free, this field is going to be very, very, very competitive.
Well, all right. Okay. So me, when I take it outside of Jamaica, like most people in America and otherwise, they would classify Flojo as the GOAT or whatever it is, just based off of the time that she has put down for the world record that has withstand the test of time thus far. I don't agree because it was just 2 years of just crazy, phenomenal times after being, in the midst of the pack of elite athletes, but not necessarily a winner. So yeah, 2 years that you drop some astronomical times and you put the records where they are, and because you own the record, you get the title. I don't agree. All right? But I don't know. I don't know who made the point in terms of what the body. If she does, I would say I think it was Kim's when you said the next 4 years for her. It is about cementing a legacy. If right, if her body is able to hold up, I don't foresee her having a problem with being dominant over the next 4 years. if she exercises dominance over multiple years, I would say anywhere between 3 to 4 years of being the top female sprinter, without a doubt, she's going to go down as the greatest of all time. Because as Kim's pointed out, the events that she has upcoming, World Championships, a break, World Championships, and then Olympics. If you're able to replicate the feat that Bolt did in terms of winning the prestige or premier events, 3 Olympics in a row, there's no questioning that. But she has to address the discrepancy on her resume where she does not have consistency over years. There's always gaps. So if it were me and I was in her camp, I would have tried to convince her to look at the bigger picture, because there's earnings now and there's earnings after as well.
Absolutely.
And if she were to just hold it out for the next few years, establish consistency over the next few years, without a doubt, she would go down as that. And you'd be surprised if some real work is done in the background in terms of her. And this again, you have to look at it from this point of view again. We are speaking about her intelligence and basically her marketability and how she speaks and whatever it is. Do you understand that the fact that Bolt vaulted himself into the position of being the premier person within the sport, the management team around him got him the help that he needed to speak?
Absolutely.
And to make him a presence that is not only seen but is heard.
Absolutely.
And because she has had so much gaps in between her dominant performances, again, you're not in the limelight. It is not something that is focused on or addressed. But if it is a case that this is what we're going for, and you get her the assistance that she needs, you are now setting her up to be a brand now and a brand after. And that is one of the main components of this GOAT thing. You have to be dominant, you have to be consistent, and you have to make yourself a brand.
Facts. I can agree with that.
Kim, that's essentially what I was saying to you, boss, that I want to see her basically win the next 3 upcoming events, and then there will be no argument right now. None whatsoever. That argument will be put to bed.
So if you this is what I need to understand. So if you say you need Elaine for win the next 3, so there's no argument. Are you saying that Shelly argument is already there? That's what you're saying.
In terms of GOAT?
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, she is right now.
So what I'm to Shelly Olympic consistency.
How much Olympics has she won? Who won 2008?
Yeah, you tell me.
Who won 2012?
You tell me.
I asked the question.
I don't know. That's why I know.
She won both.
Okay. Christian,
you're muted, Chris.
You're still muted, brother.
Yeah, Chris, you're muted, yeah.
Elaine performance at 2016, it doubles what Shelly do at 2008. It's a double, brother. It's the 1-2 double. And she do it again. There's a reason why she's the only woman who have ever done it. It must be counted for something.
You're forgetting what I'm saying, bro. What I'm saying is that Kim's asked what has she done at the Olympics. So I'm saying she won 2008 Olympics. She won 2012 Olympics. Plus,
give us some more clarity, boss. She won the 100 meter in the 2008 Olympics. That's what more you say.
So what else should I be talking about?
No, listen, because we're making an argument that Elaine won the double, right? Which is obviously a harder feat to accomplish, and obviously a better feat than winning one single event, right? Just running the 100 meter is definitely bigger. So what I'm saying is that when you're making the point about Shelly, I want you to be as transparent as you are when you talk about Elaine injuries and how
No,
availability is the best
no
ability.
problem. No problem. So
All right.
she won both 100 meters 2008, 2012.
Yeah,
So are you satisfied with that now?
absolutely. So
Okay.
so
And
so what
plus,
I'm
all
saying
right.
is
So
that
since as I put that forward and you tell me that she has won double double and all that, now give me Elaine's world championship
I already gave you
all.
2015 200 meter silver medalist. That's it.
And that's it. Okay.
That's it.
I need not say anymore.
That's it.
I need not say anymore.
Injury, as Albert said in the comment section, in 2017, Elaine had the fastest time going. And I don't know if you heard from the camp, but you can link your peoples and they'll tell you her Achilles was flamed up on fire and she still wanted to run.
Availability is the best
That's
ability.
that's fine, but things also happen and we have to take those things
Good.
into consideration.
But all right, separate and apart from that, we already established that these three ladies are the top three out of the equation already. So the fourth best Jamaican female, that's where a little noise is being made.
Easily Brenna Williams, easily.
My youth, yawa.
What that?
Alright, here what? Before I get there, because probably we're going up touches, so I just want to shout out Navaski Anderson for breaking the Jamaica 800 meter record, national record. That was a good run by him. What is
Big time.
145.02? Good time, that man. And I hope that he can keep on getting better and better. I think that's world champs qualification mark as well. So
Yeah, it is.
happy for the youth. Hopefully we can see a couple more Jamaicans going there because it's been a minute since we have really seen anyone. So hopefully we can see that. But back to the real argument now. France, I must start with you. Fourth best Jamaican female now. Because I already know Kim's argument. Now. Kim is going to
Well,
sing Rihanna from
no.
now to next week. Yes, going into trials to make it to the World Championship. Who you are?
Don't disappoint me, friends. With no joke argument right now, boss. Please.
Yeah, no, skip me. Come back.
All right, Chris.
Let me give you some time.
Yeah, it's a good question because it's a difficult question. It's not as easy as Ken's gonna make up in face. It's not as easy. But we have some bright. My problem is I want to say Kevona Davis because she double at the NCAA, which people don't take into consideration that she double, and if she comes to the trials, she's not going to double. So you must take that into consideration. But she might just be coming for vacation. The school pay for her trip. But I can't see somebody young with ambition doing that. I can't see that she just coming for vacation. I really think she and Kemba Nelson going to mix up Brianna head. I really think it's the fourth is between she, Kemba, and Brianna. I can't give you one now. Before the race is run, though, I can give you one. But not now.
All right, let me just throw the names out there. So the names that have been mentioned, somebody that has been there right around and has failed to deliver over and over and over. Talking about one of the, I don't want to say, and I know I'm not gonna say because people are going to say I'm sexist, but yeah, Natasha Morrison, her name has always been in the mix. We have Natalia White, she's also been mentioned. Kimber Nelson, Kevona Davis, Brenna Williams, and the new kid on the block, Shakora Wallace, because for some reason or the other, I heard that she's under tutelage of one Frano. That's the news that has been floating around.
Yeah, she need. All right, listen. Shakora Wallace need another year. All right, this year is not her year.
You know what's surprising about her? She didn't take up tracks until 2 years ago. She didn't do track any at all.
Yep. She need another year. So next World Championships you'll probably see her, but not this one. Listen.
So who you say, Kems?
Huh? Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to stop the foolishness. It's easily Brianna Williams. Like last year Olympic trials, we forget how Brianna Williams dispatched these same persons you all were talking about. The Kemba Nelsons of the world, who else? The Kevona Davises of the world. Brianna Williams easily dispatched them, and it will happen again. A lot of persons, friends, they like to harp on Brianna Williams and say, oh, when she have big competition, she don't run the fast times, right? But what I'm saying is that when it matters most, she's always delivered. Olympic trials, listen, she lose to people who finish 1, 2, 3 in the Olympics. How can you have a problem with that? She was the fourth fastest Jamaican. She went on the relay team and she now has an Olympic gold medal. Every single year this athlete have run, she produce a personal best every single year. Her personal best right now is what 10.97, right? I'm okay with that, and I don't think and I know when Brianna win again, they're going to tell us about the long NCAA season for Kimber Nelson and Kevona Davis and all of that, right? But none of them good enough as Brianna Williams. Brianna has a start. I mean, obviously, I would love her to work on her top end speed and her finishing, of course. But I think when she gets out of those blocks, I don't think Kimber Nelson is good enough to catch her. Neither do I think Kevona Davis.
Yo, you saw her in that race on the weekend.
Which race that?
That Alia Abs won.
Yeah, I told you that she loses to
mean,
people who's better than her.
Brother, stop giving me that nonsense. At the time me I look at the time is not in comparison to what she come here current. And as I mentioned to you, I can't tell me this. The track on that day was fast. It was fast. But what I'm putting across to you, and it's kind of substantiating what you're saying. You realize that up until 50 to 60 meters, she was right there with everybody. And then for the last 40 meters, I was like,
when you talk, Charles?
Going backwards.
No, man, the race in New York the other day. But listen, Levon. If you're looking up, everybody else in that race, they have fast finishes, fast, top end speed, right? So the what's your name? Shakari, that's one. Hobbs, that's another one. And a couple others were there in the race, so I can't remember right now. As again, I'm not going to say I wouldn't want her to, finish fast, but remember, that was a knock on Shelly for years upon top of years.
But Kims, look at it. What I'm saying is that it's not the manner of how she lost or anything of that. Anything of that sort. What I'm putting across is that is the time that she actually ran. Because when I saw her at JC the other day, she ran 10.97 equaling her PB and all of that. No, she's put it. Well, she never ran against somebody. Let me just put that there. She never ran against somebody at JC. No, she's put up against quality athlete, and then the time has just gone way back down. Because if memory serves right, I think she ran like 11.13 or 11.16 thereabout. So if you look at her this season, she's been in that 11.1 category all season long, except for when she ran the 10.97 at JC. It's just right around that area. So that is my concern. Whenever she comes up against quality opponents, is that the time does tend to go backwards. This season.
Well, again, I don't really know if I explain the time situation, but all I know is that in track and field, when somebody run a fast time against some slow people, and it's happening not only with Brianna Williams, but they can check every other athlete, when they run some fast time against some slow people, when it comes to the big guns, they always run significantly slower, especially if the big guns even at the race are the ones who are determining the time that is being run, right? Them always run a bit slower. Listen, if Shakari ran 10.87, I don't believe Brianna could have run 10.9 in that race, because I don't think Brianna is that close to Shakari in terms of speed. So I think 11, as Albert said, 11.11 and 10.87. I think that is about the distance.
I disagree with that, fam.
Huh? Well, you can disagree. You can disagree.
All right, here's my take now. That'll be controversial. I can't tell you that much. All right. I put her at for trials and at the finals. All things being well, we'll put her at 6th.
Put who at 6?
Brianna.
France. Like you go drink something a while ago in France.
We'll put her at 6th.
Who you put at 4th then?
We put White there.
Natalia White?
To Kimber.
Natalia White, then Kimber? Listen, man. Like it's like we need to stop disrespect. Listen. Remember,
I'm not disrespecting her.
No,
it's not a disrespecting her.
I'm disrespecting.
Let me tell you. Let me explain why I'm saying not disrespect.
All right.
You see, you have to. I mean, I'm not. Like how everybody jump on and say, oh, she need to change the coach, and you know what I mean. But all right, so you have to look on a hunger factor as well. Now going into like last year's trials. Last year's trials is the you, you run for a third place, man. Because up to that point, what's her name? Shericka wasn't that far ahead. Put it that way, right? It was there that she was coming, but she wasn't that far ahead. So
Yeah.
the hunger going into the trials was to come third, right? For she, because Elaine and Shelley was a foregone conclusion. So her coming fourth was a spin-off of the desire to come in at top three. This year, what is she hungry for? To
be an individual competitor because of 4 athletes we're having in the 100-meter.
Oh, that is the hunger I think that is going to be there for her.
Absolutely.
So she running for an individual spot, coming fourth.
Individual spot, and then after get that, after say, okay, at least make the semifinals, and you have done good.
Huh?
No, I'm saying she go for when she get the individual spot, because I think she's going to get the individual spot, and then at the World Champs, should she make the semifinals, then that is her ceiling. I don't think she's one of the 8 fastest women in the world, so I think she can get a semifinal spot. I think she can be one of the 16 fastest women in the world. She get a semifinal spot. She drop out of semifinals, and then I think she do good. But like Natalia White, I don't think. Listen, and I see Natalia White run a little relay, and she look good and so. But what I've seen, in Brenna Williams, over, I don't think Natalia White is on her level. Again, I don't think Kemba is on her level, and I know I'm going to hear the same burnout argument I heard last year.
Can I use the argument that you normally use as well?
Go ahead.
Just like Franz mentioned, Natalia White. Yeah, that over the years she has struggled with injuries badly, and this is the first season that she's actually fit.
All right.
But mind you, even though I beat Brenna coach day in, day out, I still have her coming forth. Reason being, I know the talent is still in there, and I know that she's that athlete with hunger, and just like you, I think she wants that automatic spot on the plane. So I'm backing her to get the spot. Reason being, again, I don't think Kemba and all these person have the wherewithal to get past her. I think it's probably psychological in a sense that she has already beaten them and all of that, and I just have a feeling that, again, even though I don't like the coach, because I think he should have improved her more by now, but I think he'll get her to peak by trials to actually run a faster time.
I think a personal basis coming at trials for sure.
I agree.
And friends, you can tell me about this. Making a World Champs team to run an individual event, wouldn't that open some more doors for her in terms of probably Diamond League events, probably?
Yeah, it would, It would, but as I say, right now, I think the noise from the outside, is provoking thought. You understand? The noise from the outside is provoking thought, and that is where I think the issue for her is going to be right now, because it is. You're looking at incremental improvement, and she is improving ever so slightly, if you want to put it that way. Ever so slightly, you're running the, and then you have to take into consideration again. If you look at the races that have been win-aided for her, and the improvement in the times versus the improvement in times that people that she has beaten over there. So like you realize that Terry, who she beat a world, youth, world, whatever it is, you realize that since then she not beat her again.
Yeah.
So that's what I said. The knives from the outside now and performances, irrespective of how politically correct you want to make your interview sound like or be. The knives from the outside is formulating questions now within her psyche, and that is my problem.
Kims can counter those arguments easily, saying that if you look at Tanisha is 23 years old. Brianna is 20.
Sure.
You can use that Tonisha is at a stage in her career that she's more developed than a Brianna per se. And then if you even look at Tonisha PB is not way superior to that of Brianna.
It's not.
Listen, but then again, when we look at this, she don't have to compete against Tonisha at the trials.
Correct.
I'm looking at who she's competing against the trials, and I'm seeing Kevona Davis. Nope.
No, she's the work, the body of work that she put on this past weekend. Nah.
Because I just checked it, and I was correct. Tonisha PB is 10.89.
Well, that's that difference from 10.97 though. That's big.
That's far.
Yeah, but Kims, again, you have to use the age factor as well. She's 23.
No, you don't.
Well,
23, 10.89. 20-year-old, 10.97.
Well, the thing is, in 11, in the grand scheme of things, you can probably use the age factor, but like when you line up in competition, nobody really care about the age. Because
yeah. But that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at it from that standpoint. I'm not talking about their
actual. Yeah, I mean, sure. But Natasha Morrison is almost 30, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. Natasha always managed to make a relay team, though. So I think she'll finish top 6. But I don't know about.
I disagree.
I still stand by my prediction.
I disagree about Natasha Dawkins. Why? You know, so normally Natasha is the sort of person who normally give you a fast time early out in the season, you know.
She probably changed up this time and save it for trials. Probably switch up her team this time. Save it for trials.
But any other thing that you guys want to touch on before we close it off?
No, sir. Good chatting.
One more question.
Oh, all right.
What time is who you think and what time we're looking for in the men's 100 at trials?
I'm just going to give a time because what I plan on doing is it just like this week we just center the discussion around the females. This is what we're going to do going forward. Just center them specifically as we go along.
All right.
Because there's a whole lot of things we have to discuss, but we can still give it time, man.
Listen, I think probably I don't think no 9.8 I go run. I think probably a 9.94 around there about I go win the 100 meter. For men in the trials. 9.94. I think they're going to be probably a lot of win. A lot of head win. I think Sylvia will win, of course. And then Blake, and then Eeny, Miny, more after that.
Ken's your Bramble.
Huh?
Your Bramble.
Yeah, just said that nonsense, dog.
Oh my Bramble, Josh.
When I say faster time than that, I go run.
Josh can't say my Bramble because he have no clue what time I go run. No clue him now. All the way to some predict. Josh, remember you tell me about Tajay Gill go win the 100 meter and you want
what man give him an uppercut at the end. Jeez.
Okay.
It's a 9-1,
9-4. I think I go win it.
Alright, me personally, I'm going for a high 9.7, low 9.8.
At the Jamaican trials or the US trials?
Jamaica trials.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, man, I'm
but
going.
We talk about it.
Yeah, man, because me say Jovan Gillespie do some wonder works in training. Yeah, so that man around 9.63 in a training the boss.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
But Devonta, we actually talked about the 100 meter hurdles, man. We discussed it a bit about Britany and Camacho-Quinn. I really want to say I would love for Britany to beat her, but Jasmine is so powerful, man.
And she can hurdle too. Not only powerful,
and she's very good. She's very good over those hurdles. And what she has over Brianna is that she has that start. Her start is way superior to that of Britany. So that's tough. But Kems, as always, Albert there for remind you. Kem said Murphy would win as well at trials.
Well, which one do you think is closer? Murphy or Tajay Gill? As Tajay Gill not even going to compete in the 100 meters. At least Brazil will be there.
What? Go again?
None. Go on.
Okay. As I said, big up friends for coming on, man. Don't let this be the
Yes,
last
man.
time that you visit the show, man. And
Not at
as
all. Not
always,
at all, brother.
as always, big up Kims. But boy, I'm so disappointed that I have two failed track and field athletes on the program, man. These two guys are talent, but they're too bug. They never know what to do with their talents. But
No, that's at all.
as for me, I was a cricketer growing up, and I still maintain that ability to play cricket and all of that. But man, like on know, man, in a track and field and joke it out. So say a word, man. Big up on yourself,
Hey,
same.
hey. From to West Indies, you couldn't make that side. It
Boy,
look like anybody can make that side there.
man, politics. They are like
Oh, okay.
Jamaicans.
Okay. Okay.
But big up, man, and big up to the commenters. Big up to our producer, Josh, if possible.
Yes, man.
Until tomorrow, we'll be talking about some cricket, as I mentioned. That tomorrow we'll be discussing some cricket. Enjoy the rest of your night. Peace out. Big up yourself, and see you next week.
Blessings. Blessings. Yes,
All
sir.
right, fun.